Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I am in the town of Binghamton, New York, which is known as the Carousel capital of the world. They have 6 carousels and parks throughout the city, and in this video I'm going to show you all 6 of them. And starting off with the one here in Recreation Park. So let me show you. And by the way, all 6 of these carousels have the same price to ride them, which is, guess what? It's free. In fact, when these carousels were donated to the city, it was with the understanding that they would always be free to ride. Here's the info on this one. And as it says here, it's America's Carousel capital. And this one was built in 1925. And also, Binghamton is the childhood hometown of Rod Serling. He graduated from Binghamton High School. And this carousel has all of these drawings at the tops here, and each one is a scene from one of the Twilight Zone episodes. And this particular carousel was used in the Twilight Zone episode called Walking Distance, where a man goes back to his hometown and finds that everything is like it was when he was a boy 30 years ago. And here's some information on the donation of the carousels to the city. If you want to read this. It was all restored here in 1993. Here's some pictures, and this one shows it at night with snow on the ground. And right outside the door, there's a baseball diamond, and there's tennis courts over there, and a swimming pool over here. You can see the lifeguards there. I'm going to show you some of these scenes. From the Twilight Zone episodes. That's one about a little doll. And by the way, I'm sure I have seen every single Twilight Zone episode at least twice. So you may recognize some of these from the shows. This one takes part in the Old West, I guess. And this one about aliens who had a cookbook. Turns out they were going to cook the Earthlings. And she's going to foretell your future, which I happen to know did not go well for the person there. Well, now I'm off to the next carousel. Not a lot of business going on here. I'm now at the Binghamton Zoo, and this is where the Ross Park Carousel used to be. But at some point they decided that the carousel would be better in a different location about 250 feet from here. And looking inside, you can see there is nothing to ride on. Everything has been removed except in that central area there. Well, I just found out that the carousel is now moved to Connecticut, just the parts of it to be restored. Apparently there's a company there that specializes in that. And then when they ship it back here, they're going to move it somewhere near this Discovery Center. But I asked, and apparently nobody knows exactly where, but they said somewhere near the Discovery Center here. And not too far away from there is CFJ Park. And here is their carousel, which is the largest carousel of all of them around town. I first thought this was a restroom building, but then why would it have a second floor? I have no idea what it is, but whatever it is, it has a Historic Preservation Award. There's a big picnic area there, and let's take a look at the carousel. Now this one has artwork around the top, but it's not Twilight Zone related, it's just regular artwork. There's a nice scene. And here is the info on this one. There's the nose, there's the pleases. Very nice scenery artwork up here. Head sculptures between each one. This one has 72 horses, all 4 abreast. I'm not sure how thrilled these horses are about being put to work like this. And this was built by the Allen Herschel Company of Tonawanda, New York. This was built in 1923, and a couple years ago they had their 100-year anniversary. Well, how you like it, folks? And I think they have this sign there because right outside the door is a splash pad. So they don't want kids coming right off the splash pad all wet and sitting on their horses. And this says that you must be 9 years old to ride. Now this building, believe it or not, is their 2-story restroom building right next to the splash pad. Turns out this building is just not big enough for restrooms. And right next to the carousel is 2 basketball courts, and there's swings, other children's playground equipment here. And guess what else is right across the street? A Walmart. So maybe if you're boondocking your RV there, that would be a convenient place to just walk across the street and take a carousel ride. Well, now I'm off to the next stop. And then a different part of town is Highland Park. Have tennis courts over here, a snack bar, playground equipment, picnic area there, swings, and a carousel. This is the smallest carousel with only 36 animals, including a pig and a dog. So I guess those smaller animals just don't jump up and down quite as high. If your little tyke is kind of afraid of the horses. So this one is built a lot simpler, as you can see in the middle there. Has little carvings every 6 feet or so, and pictures up there. And this one was built in 1925. They do have some nice head carvings here and paintings all around it. Each one of the carousels has a person in charge of starting and stopping it and making sure that everybody is safe. Well, I got two more to show you. And next is George W. Johnson Park, and he is the man who paid for and installed all of these carousels. Playground equipment, baseball diamond, and a swimming pool over there. And this one is the same size as the last one, with 36 animals. And here is their sign. It's not off running yet. Same company built the carousels. There's an elephant riding a horse and a frog riding this one. And these stuffed animals seem to be the only customers right now. And carousel number 6 is here at the West Endicott Park, where they have a swimming pool, restroom building, playground equipment, and a really big picnic area. And here is the Carousel building. Open noon to 7:30 every day, it says. It's a hot day today, so everybody's in the swimming pool instead of at the carousel. 36 animals. Got benches there for the old folks. And it also has a pig and a dog. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, there's the dog. Right there's the dog, and there's the pig. Looks pretty much just like the last one. Well folks, this has been interesting to see all 6 carousels in one day. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you ever come here, Binghamton, New York, come and ride at least one of these carousels for free. Good day, folks.